Hello, welcome to Whiskey with E. I'm Eric, you can call me E. Now, live, unscripted, unedited style, so I've already tried this a few times because, let's just say the phone keeps cutting out, the phone keeps falling. This is probably like a lot of attempts down the line, so bear with me. Alright, I've had it poured up, alright? Wild Turkey, 13-year-old, Distiller's Reserve, bottled at 45.5%, which is 91 proof. Now, Wild Turkey used to do 12-year-old age statement products, which they discontinued back in 2012. They eventually came and released the 13-year-old to the Japanese market. Now, this was the 2014 release, alright? So the 2014 release actually describes, and I quote, "This special release bourbon has been carefully selected from the distiller's favorite reserve, barreled at a lower proof and slowly matured in the low floors of the fabled B warehouse, where cooler temperatures, higher elevation, and greater air circulation combines to create a bourbon of exceptional quality. The new bottling does not say about the warehouse B." Alright, so hence why in the past I always used to say, if you find a Russell's Reserve Private Select and it says Warehouse B, grab it, because that's what they be sending to Japan, so you might not get an opportunity to try it otherwise. Now, I'm just going to get into it before this video cuts out or something happens again, and it's just frustrating, alright? Phone technology, guys. Alright, colour. Really lovely colour, like a real golden, coppery beautifulness. Alright, let's just get on the nose, before something happens. On the nose, it is just vanilla caramel to the max, alright? A lot of people say vanilla and caramel on their nosing notes, and most of the time you really have to dig for that notes, you know? You're probably not even fully getting it. You just say it because it's bourbon. But this is vanilla and caramel. Alright, so on the nose it is just so delicate but full-bodied. Like you're getting the creaminess, you're getting that real strong vanilla, real strong caramel, and then there's that like a honey or like a fruit like pears, or you know, something mixed in there with the vanilla and caramel. Right now, then it starts to travel into the realm of that turkey funk that people describe as leathery or tobacco notes, which you're going to get in the 17-year-old bottled in bond, you know, out of the Master's Keep selection. That funk is my favorite funky smell. All right, that's my favorite right now, that 17-year bottled in bond. I really dig it. Now, the decades, however, is a blend of 10 to 20 years. Now, you're still getting that funk that you're getting in the 17, but you can tell that they are using a bit of that 10-year in there. Now, if you wanted to replicate something like that, I just recommend you getting a 17-year bottled in bond. Get some Russell's Reserve Private Selects or something like this, a 13-year. Blend it together, and then there you go. You create your own decades, your own version of decades, alright? Now, for all those that are used to drinking the Wild Turkey 101, warning, you're not going to get that same explosive spicy rye cinnamon funk. All right, this is a lot more delicate. So as we all know, Japanese, they like their smooth and delicate stuff. Yeah, but anyways, it's the whole being barreled at a lower proof. All right, so even though it's a lower proof, don't think that it's been watered down. All right, so it's not going to be thin and watery. It's just beautiful, right? You can tell by the drips, you can tell how it's building. It's just so lovely. Alright, I'm just gonna have a little taste. Cheers all, before this video cuts out or does something frustrating. Cheers all. All right. Oh, that is goodness. All right, so I don't like to drop this word, but that is exceptionally smooth. But don't think smooth as in it's watery. It's low in percent alcohol. You know, this is still, you're getting that creaminess in the mouthfeel. Like it's a good creamy mouthfeel. All right, now as soon as you're splushing it around, you're getting all that notes of the that funk notes. You can get it in your breath. All right, as soon as you swallow it, all right, you're getting that vanilla, that caramel, that sweetness of honey. Then it goes into that tobacco leather notes. Then it kind of fades off with a light spice, which Wild Turkey is a high rye mash bill, so there is a bit of heat, but it's not like your 101 cinnamon spice bomb punch in the face. This is really, really delicate but delicate and complex. It is really lovely. I mean, the finish is medium to long, all right? So you are getting that flavors. It just keeps going through, but it's not necessarily like a rare breed warm Kentucky hug finish. Like this is slightly warm, all right, slightly warm, but you're still getting the flavors there. You know, it just doesn't die off. It's still there. But we're just used to that cinnamon spice. That, you know, if you're used to 101 or rare breed, you're gonna know what I'm saying. There's a big punch in the face kind of spice, which this doesn't fully have. All right, this is a lot more delicate, but very lovely, very lovely. All right. Ah, all right. So now that I'm going back to the nose after that sip, I'm getting a lot of chocolate coming out now. So with the vanilla and caramel, you're getting the chocolate. But you think there would be a lot of like that oak spice kind of vibe, you know, being 13 years and all. But I take it it's the whole how they describe it. Barreled at a lower proof and slowly matured in the low floors of the fabled B warehouse. Now, this was the 2014 bottle, alright? It doesn't say it's from the fabled B warehouse in this new release, but they describe it all the same. They just left out the fabled B warehouse. So I don't know if that's a sneaky way of not using fabled B warehouse. I don't know. Might have to ask Jimmy and Eddie Russell, guys. But either way, it is a beautiful bourbon, alright? Now, this I found here in Australia for $145. So, you know, back in the day, they would have been 12 years bottled at a higher proof. Now it's 13 years bottled at a lower proof. I mean, people used to think 13 years would be an odd number to use, alright? Now, let me just mention that 13 is a lucky number in the Japanese world, you know? When the rest of the world be like, oh no, Friday the 13th, 13's an unlucky number. But in other countries, 13's a lucky number. Hence why it's 13 years old. But we're going on to 10 minutes. Let's just have another sip. Cheers, everyone. Mm. Mm. It's just delicate. It's just really lovely. It's nice. Alright, so when you're splushing it around your mouth, your saliva does build up. So it is mouth watering. Alright? It is mouth watering. It goes down sweet. Then that barrel, the bitterness of the leather and the tobacco notes kind of come in, and a bit of heat comes out, like from the rye, but it's not too peppery. It's not like, legitly, it's not like your 101 or your rare breed. It is its own thing. I was thinking to myself, I wonder if this tastes like the Russell's Reserve, and it almost did. Like there's notes of what the wild turkey is. Obviously, if we all know wild turkey, we all know what the wild turkey profile is. Now that can variate through different barrels or different expressions, right? So the Russell's Reserves was always more darker notes, you know, the dark cherries. This is more real vanilla forward, real caramel forward, and you're getting that pears and the more like bright fruits. But it's still lovely. Like that age aspect is coming in. So that funk that you get in the 17-year bottled in bond, you're getting that lightly in the background. So it just masks all the vanilla and all the caramel, and it just becomes this. Whereas that 17-year-old Master's Keep bottled in bond, that is all the funk, you know, all that leather, all that smoky tobacco notes, all right? Decades is half. So half this, half fruit. But that phone's making sound, so I have a feeling it's going to cut out at any point in time. So let's just say, much love to you all. You know I'm a turkey fan, so this had to be done. Sorry it wasn't done on Thanksgiving. I mean, technical difficulties, I guess. I couldn't even film the extras for the A Song of Ice, Johnny Walker, but we'll have to do it another time. But for now, cheers everyone. Drink more turkey, guys. And if you guys see that Russell's Reserve 13 year, maybe grab that. Because I hear good things about that. And I'm enjoying this Wild Turkey 13 years. So I can only imagine how lovely that Russell's 13 would be. Hopefully I can find a bottle here in Australia. But for now, cheers everyone. Tune back in again soon. Like, comment and subscribe. And